help scout the team a little more, having had all these practices?
Yeah, but, we're still in the formative part of the team right now, and getting the attitude right and battling through the dog days of training camp, like everybody is in the country. So I'm not as worried about that right now. I'm more worried about how tough we are mentally. Are we going to battle through? I mean, these 3 days up here are really hard. Today was really hard. It was hard by design. It's always hard by design. Come off a day off, and we drove them hard today. I thought the guys responded really well. I mean, good and bad, and having flow on both sides, but I like the way we executed the fundamentals in the kick game today. I think we've got great team speed, and we're going to need to be fundamentally really good to be successful.
You've talked about longer practices, mentally taxing. Is today an example of that?
Yeah, today was a hard go. Today was a real hard go. And we put a bunch of tough situations on them. We put them in, pass under pressure. We put them in the backed up zone for the offense. We put them down on the goal line to challenge the defense. Really tough go. And then we put them in third and medium in 7-on-7. So situational football difficult, the length difficult, the drills that we're doing fundamentally to get them to compete difficult. And I think overall the guys did a nice job from a competition standpoint. Now we go back, watch the tape, and see how we can get better fundamentally.
Who in your receiving core has had a particularly good fall camp?
I think the whole group is playing well, but I think in particular the guys that have played a lot of ball for us. Rashad's had a great camp. I really like the way that CJ's playing. Tony Jones has had a terrific camp. And then you got to obviously include Danny Vitale in that group of guys that I think are really good. And then, Mr. Utility Knife, Michael Jensen. He's a guy that does a lot of things well. And, the whole group, just top to bottom, I think is doing well.
Your defensive ends, and then where does Afadi fit in there?
He fits in there, real well. Yeah, I think that whole group's playing really well. I think that group is athletic. I think they're tough. I think they've got the ability to stop the run. I think we've got an ability to have a wave to rush the passer, and I think there's great competition there. Tyler's going to start. I know that for sure. But after that, competition I think will be going on throughout the year to see who can be most consistent to get the majority of the reps.
Is that one of those positions again that as much depth as you can get is great?
Yeah, you can never have enough guys hit the quarterback, right? That's a pretty big part. Like last night I talked to him about one of our beliefs, and key to winning is protecting and affecting the quarterback. And last year, when we won football games, I think we were plus 10 or plus 12 in sacks, and which led to plus 5 in interception ratio and plus 10 in turnover ratio. That's stats are for losers, but that's a pretty good one. So that was a pretty good correlation because obviously turnovers win football games. So it's really important both sides. So I think our tackles are getting good work with who they're going against.
What kind of feedback do you get from the freshmen as they were coming up here for the first time?
I think they were excited. Now I think that excitement's worn off.
Who's got the best hands among your receivers?
I'd probably say it's somewhere between Rashad and Christian. I think it would be those two guys at an elite level, and they just seem like they've got just super glue on their hands, just at an elite level of catching the football.
It's been the first half.